I've been waiting on this moment since the playoff loss we had. Just been ready to get back to it. Been dreaming about it. It was good to see everybody out there. Got a good few guys returning. Everybody's out there having fun, just trying to stay healthy and focus on this upcoming Thursday's game. I feel like we had a lot more chemistry. I could see guys kind of form together a little bit more quickly than usual. And it just seemed fun. It just seemed like everybody was clicking and we all just seemed to be buying into what we had. Just playing the game that we all love. Just being out there every day, being around our brothers, coaches. It's just like a family. So every time we step on the field, we enjoy it. Hit the weights, study, stay in the playbook, and just study me. Look back at what I did wrong, what I could do better, and I just try to apply that to my game. Then I have the ability to be a lot more better than what I was. If I go out and I just lead and set examples for other guys, then everybody will follow, and I can be I can be as good as I want to be. With me, my first year, I was somewhat in a shell. I guess I would say shy, just to be myself. Wasn't necessarily comfortable around everyone, but just knowing that guys believe in me, it kind of brought me out and allowed me to have that confidence, I guess, that I need to be a leader in this program. And we're all having fun. Everybody believes in each other, and it just makes a difference when you have support from the whole program. Yeah, it's definitely exciting. We're gonna control what we can control, and just go out and play our best game. And hopefully, by doing that, we get to win. But we're not too focused on the numbers. Just going out and playing ball the way we know how. It's fun. I never really, I guess, vision myself being here, but just knowing that I'm here and I get to participate in this game, and the lights are on us, it's exciting. Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, I guess any player would say that, staying in the same system, so you can keep learning that system and being familiar with that. It definitely helps. Not having to really switch much up. Just keeping things the same and continuing to learn is definitely an advantage. But we definitely want to beat them. They've gotten us the last 2 times that I've been here, and a lot of other guys have been here. They've beat us. And we don't want to go down that 3rd time. So, we're pumped up about it. We want to do what we got to do to get the win. Stay focused and be disciplined. And with those 2 things, I feel like it's very possible. The most disciplined team and staying in shape too, because the football game it's intense. So if we do those things, and everything should turn out fine.
Not having the 2-a-day practice session, it really doesn't do but so much for you, because you do have to divide your time up when you did have 2-a-days. But I would say maybe that's contributed to the speed camp. We are healthy going into this game. I think it helps out a lot, but as far as preparation, regardless of whether you're out there 5 hours a day or 10 hours a day, preparation is everything, and chemistry trumps talent. I feel prepared, but it's not just because of how preseason went this year. We have a good core of guys coming back. The staff is back. Same system is in effect, going on a 3rd year for offense and 3rd year for defense as well. So the chemistry was, pretty much set before camp started. The key issues that you have a lot of times is, you lose some seniors, which we lost a core group of guys last year. We also returned most of our core, in particular quarterback, which is always crucial for any team. But and having so much coming back from the previous year along with the same coaching staff, it made preseason a lot easier, a lot smoother, and we kind of picked up where we left off. Well, Rod was young. He was thrusted into a position. He was primed up for it. But for a first-time guy in this system, it wasn't that we can open up the playbook completely. And trying to be 2-dimensional or, run, pass, keep the defensive opponent off balance, we kind of struggled a little bit. So we ended up with rolling Rod out of the box a lot to try to get him out on the perimeter, facing a seasoned veteran defensive core group at Pembroke. But going into this year with Rod being very familiar with the offense. Our identity is kind of out there. I think we've gone more into the run attack versus the pass, but it's given him an opportunity to grow and develop into the system to where he's a little bit more comfortable in staying in the pocket with that presence and throwing the football vertically. Well, it doesn't trump our short-term goal, which is to win our next football game. We've been waiting a whole calendar year. That's the one thing about not winning the national championship or winning your last football game is you got to sit on that for a whole academic year. And coming back into this season, we're trying to start that streak over again. But again, our short-term goal is to win our next football game. So, our big test comes Thursday. We practice against each other more than we're going to play any game during the course of the year. So we try to have as much fun as we can and keep people healthy during the course of practice. We are at that point where we've hit each other enough. So, we're trying to put ourselves to the test and see exactly where we are. Win, lose, or draw, you still have a season to play. But to get off on a good start, that team that gets off to that great start has a chance of going in and making preparations and corrections after a win versus a loss. And, everybody plays the game to win. Nobody will get out of their bed on Thursday morning with intent of sabotaging or losing the game versus UNC Pembroke. So we got our work cut out for us. There is a, top 25 team. You're looking at a team that went pretty deep in the playoffs. They were able to beat Valdosta State, which, that's been haunting us ever since the national championship game in 2012. But again, it's a good opportunity for both teams. I think that we're prepared and ready to go. And I know that they'll be well coached and ready to go like they have been for the last couple of years. Well, we feel like we got a group of guys that have learned how to win versus learning how to lose, because winning is contagious, so is losing. 2 years ago, we got out on a good start. We had them down 7-0 and didn't score again. And then this past season, being up 17-0, if you'd have asked, did I see that coming? No, I did not. But, the team that makes the fewest mistakes is going to win. And, we managed to make just enough mistakes to lose that ball game late in the game. Well, they're rivals, for sure. I mean, they're on our schedule for the next few years, and who knows how long that contract will be extended. But it's one of those games that's going to let you know where you stand early in the season. Definitely need to be on all cylinders going into conference play. So you got your preseason schedule, your conference schedule, and if you're lucky, the postseason schedule. So in order for us to get that early test as to where we are, we need a game like a UNC Pembroke, knowing that these guys will put us to the test. I would say I'm probably about as nervous going into this season as I've been, in my short head coaching career, knowing that this game is important. I'm tickled to death to know with the core of guys we got coming back. And again, Rod Tinsley, he's 2 for 2 as a starter with a conference title. We kind of limped into it in 15 and won that conference title. Last year, I'd probably say it wasn't as much of a shock for us to at least make it to the game, but first to win it in the fashion that we did, an offensive explosion out of what I still consider to be a young offense. First to have the type of explosion offensive we did in the conference title game in the first round of the playoffs. It says a lot about where we are. So if we pick up where we left off there and keep that chemistry going, I think we'll be okay.